9-6 on the second vault, 9-5, 8-7 for Prodanova. Here's the all-around champion, Olaru of Romania.
A good effort. Yurchenko double twist. A completely different philosophy, Scott, for the Romanians. They do not push the envelope with regard to innovation and difficulty. This is a very nicely performed Yurchenko double twist. Round off entry, bumps it way up, fairly clean line in the air. Slight hop on the landing will cost her 1/10.
Take a look at the score, 9-6, 3-7, not nearly as exciting or dynamic as Prodanova's first vault, and yet the score that much higher.
Now you'll really notice a difference in the second vault. Every gymnast must show two completely different vaults, and you saw how big Prodanova's are. But this will be a much simpler vault. It's a Phelps. It has a start value of 9-8, and it tends to be a Romanian philosophy. Go in, go as clean as you can, go simple, and try not to show any deductions. So certainly not innovative, a little bit out of date, actually.
9-5, 9-3, the average score, a low score on that second vault. There are the Canadian women in attendance here. Kate Richardson, Julie Beaulieu, and Emily Fournier watching the action here in the event finals. And they're taking a look now at a former world vault champion in Simona Amanar, the Romanian veteran performer. There's the coach, Octavian Bellew.
Certainly an advantage to go up last, and also an advantage to have her reputation on this event. Very dynamic. Watch how high she gets up off the horse, can maintain a nice stretch in the double twist. She'll put her hands down on that brown mat. It's a hand mat for this Yurchenko vault. Protects the wrist from real impact.
9-6, 8-7. She has a ways to go to catch Elena Zamolodchikova of Russia, who averaged at 9-7, 1-8.
Now remember, Romania, notorious for simple choice, especially in the second vault. Yes, staying true to form. It's a Phelps. It has a start value of 9-8. Certainly not in the ballpark of innovation compared to Prodanova. It's clean. She doesn't give away many deductions, just that slight pike in the air.
Well, the average score, a 9-6-3-1 to take the silver medal, but Leonid Arkayev and Oleg Ostapenko of Ukraine clearly upset that Prodanova was bumped from the medals here in the vault. Even though the gold goes to Zamolodchikova of Russia, Amanar the silver, Olaru the bronze. For Simona Amanar, a look ahead to team success in Sydney.
Because we have 4 gold medals in world championships. She hopes to win finally a gold medal with the team in the Olympics.
The 97 champ Simona Amanar stands second to a young Russian in China. The World Championships from Tianjin will continue with the pommel horse in a moment. Welcome back to the People's Sports Center in Tianjin, China. The individual event final showcasing the specialists of the sport. Scott Russell along with Carol Angela Orchard, and now the men's pommel horse. Get ready to ride the horse. Alexander Beresh of Ukraine scored a 9-6-3-7 in the all-around competition on this event.
And Scott, by the time they get to event finals, these guys are the best of the best. So we don't expect any major problems. They will all have a full 10-point start value. The routines are rich with variety, and they are psychologically prepared to take this pressure. Look at the audience. It's packed. One guy at a time. No distraction for Alexander.
Alexander Beresh of Ukraine gets an appreciative round of applause from the people here at the People's Sports Center, and an overhead look.
Scissors are a requirement of pommel horse. The judges are really looking for those legs to be extended. Feet should be up by the shoulders.
Well, he improves his all-around score. 9-7-2-5 is a very good score on the pommel horse. Here is the silver medalist on this discipline from the 96 Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia, Marius Urzica of Romania.
And obviously, Marius is very strong on this event, and already you can see the difference between his style and Alexander's. Marius is much faster, a little more exciting. Beautiful single pommel work. Take a look at his hands. Constantly replaces them on one pommel. Judges consider that very difficult to do. The base of the support is so narrow. Breaking into nice flared spindle. Now here are his scissors. Legs are coming up nice and high. Just the dismount to push through.
Well, the Romanian men are on the fringes of medals in the team event, but they are very good on the strength events, the pommel horse, the rings. Here's an overhead look at Urzica.
Great spindle. He had nice variation in his routine, and hey, he's a 94 world champ. He knows what he's doing.
Takes first place, 9-7-6-2, but there are still a few more competitors to come, including Alexei Nemov of Russia.
Now, we've already had a sneak preview of his ability on this event in his floor routine. Take a look at the hips, completely extended. Nice swing. The judges are looking for good speed, good rhythm, and amplitude. He is nice and high. But this is where he really gets noticed. Full extension. The legs are perfect. There's no softness, no bend. That's immaculate.
If you're a fan of pommel horse, that is a thing of beauty. Alexei Nemov won a gold in the floor finals here, won a bronze medal on the pommel horse at the Olympics in '96.
You really don't need to know a thing about this sport to enjoy this. Look at the extension. Beautiful body positions.
9-7-7-5 for Alexei Nemov to take the lead away from Urzica of Romania. So he's looking at another gold medal, but here's who stands in the way, the all-around champion individually, his younger teammate, Nikolai Krukov.
A very confident performer. Quite a surprise that he took the individual all-around world title here in Tianjin. But he really knows how to focus. Single pommel work, no trouble for him. He doesn't have the flair or the artistry that Nemov has. But he certainly gets the job done. Breaking into the required scissors, that leg is getting well above his shoulder. The judges will be impressed. Keeping it going right to the end. This is when fatigue sets in, the muscles start to tire.
Lifelong routine for Nikolai Krukov, and Nemov, his competitor and teammate, cheers him on. Krukov won a bronze medal at the European Championships in the pommel horse, and he was efficient again today.
It's really obvious in the overhead shot. The knees slightly bend on occasion, and that's where Nemov is just light years ahead of the rest of the field with regard to impeccable execution.
Good enough for a bronze medal, 9-7-5, so it's an Eastern European sweep on the horse. Nemov, the gold. Urzica of Romania, the silver. Krukov, the bronze. For Alexei Nemov, a second gold medal on this, the final day.
I would like to thank the audience who supported me all the way through, and also the judges. We know how important it is in our sport for an athlete to be supported by the judges too. This is why my warmest thanks go to both the audience and the judges tonight.
One last thing, and that is a nice night as an individual for you. How do you feel about the team as it prepares for the Olympic Games less than a year away?
It became obvious that we could resist the strong Chinese team, both in the team competition and in the individual competition. And of course, the most important will be the preparation, and if we are well prepared and everything according to a good plan, I think that we are able to challenge the strong Chinese team.
Nemov always able to impress. Next, the bars. The women are back with their second challenge of the final day when the fireworks continue from Tianjin.